Hey YouTube, thought I'd do a 3,500 mile review. Hopefully you can see that and the reflection isn't killing the picture, but we have 3,506 miles. There was some bumps along the way, the new wheel set, not because I bent it, but rather the spoke nipples were cracking and was making a clicking noise. So if you have a clicking noise on your bike that you can't find any reason for, look to the wheels, especially if you have this Verve Plus. It's a Verve 2 Plus. So we have almost 2,000 miles on the new wheels. They've already outlasted the old wheels. Checked the chain today. Didn't do a video of it, but I did check the chain today. We're probably another week or two out from needing to replace it. So this time when I replace the chain, I'm also going to upgrade to 10 speed or 11 speed. I'm thinking 10 speed because it'll be almost as durable as the 9 speed stuff, and it'll probably be a little cheaper. So we'll probably go with the Diori 10 speed stuff, and the brakes don't need anything. They're still 3,500 miles, haven't replaced the brake. The front tire's getting pretty thin, as so is the back tire. So 3,500 miles. This is the front tire is the original tire, and the back tire is the one off my wife's bike when we put new tires on hers. So it had about 700 miles on it before I even did anything. I should zoom this out so you guys can see everything. So battery's holding up well. I still get between 30 and 35 miles out of a charge on my standard ride. And I always ride back home in turbo, so that's the highest level of assistance. I try to get my work done on the way out and come back faster. We're at our standard stopping point. I'm thinking I'm going to go another 20 miles or so today, depending on traffic. So in maintenance costs for this bike, we've spent $89 for the wheels. They were cheap and they were good. If you're looking for a wheel set for a mountain bike or I got bugs bugging me, a 700C sized wheel set for a bike like this, these are, you have 100 millimeter spacing on the front and 135 millimeter spacing on the back. That's the spacing for this bike. If you're looking for a wheel set, it has to be match that spacing. This will allow up to a 11 speed cassette on it. Right now it has a 9 speed with a spacer. The wheel set came with the spacer, so you'd be fine if you were buying it for a 9 speed. The shifting on it isn't exactly right. It's a little wonky because of that spacer. So when I go to 10 speed, it will solve that problem. But it's nothing that would stop me from buying the wheel set. Great price. Came with the rim strip and the spacer. I transferred the other stuff from the bike that I got from the other wheel set, so the rotors and the tires. The seat post I replaced because it would wobble back and forth, and I could feel it was bothering me. I wasn't really doing much as far as dampening the compression or the bumps. It did a little bit, but I didn't think it was valuable enough to even keep. I tossed it straight in the garbage. Now the seat is specialized. I changed that because the other seat wings would curl when I sat on them. Obviously not designed for somebody my weight. This is a specialized Comfort 180 seat, about $50 on Amazon last time I looked, and it'll probably be on this bike until I either get rid of it or buy a different bike. Let's see. That's the only things we've really changed. I am going to buy the 500 watt battery because my rides could be longer if I had more power at the end of the ride. So I'm going to go with a 500 watt battery. I'm just haven't pulled the trigger, but I am going to buy another one. And then if I want to go on a super long ride, say from Belding to Lowell and back, which is roughly what is it, about 45 miles total, then I'll have an extra battery I can throw in my bag and know that when I get to 30 miles I need to turn around no matter where I'm going to. So that being said, mid-drive hasn't required any maintenance. It's supposed to be good for at least 10,000 miles before it needs any maintenance. And if I had my choice, I would probably upgrade it anyway. I also would have to buy a new motor and the software to program this whole setup. I don't think my local dealer could do it, but I haven't checked either. My local dealer is in Rockford, where I bought this bike. It used to have a sticker on it, but the sticker was so cheap it only lasted a few miles. Brakes good, no maintenance there. Shifter cables are still working fine. I think I might want to think about upgrading them, but to the rear derailleur, but we'll see. That be saying, hey, the bag is awesome. I could pick up the bike with this bag. It stays permanently mounted. It's mounted on a locking system. If you don't have the key, you can't take the bag off, so it's kind of theft proof unless you cut it off. Also has these are expensive, about $100. It's a pannier. It has built panniers in it, so you could use it for an overnight tour or a couple nights tour, but I don't think they're big enough for long-term touring. Overall, $28.99. It's been a good bike. It's had its moments. I've had to spend about $150 in maintenance costs so far for 3,500 miles of riding. So then again, this is the Verve 2 Plus, the Active Line, Bosch Active Line drive system. It works good. It's the most natural feeling drive system, in my opinion, out there, and I've ridden other ones. Karen's feels like you're riding with a motorcycle motor on there. This is quiet. The only time you notice it when you're climbing a steep hill and the motor's putting out maximum assistance. Picking a drive system for you is depending on your terrain. In my terrain, this Active Line is more than sufficient. It'll climb any hill we have here without any problem. It sips on power. The power that it takes to run is very little. So if you're looking for a bike that for flat to slow hills, rolling hills, this is a great system. So if you buy anything with an Active Line system on it, you're going to be fine as long as you're not trying to do mountain bike stuff. Now, if you're doing mountain bike stuff, you're going to need to go to the Performance line or one of those lines where you have a lot more torque available. And I guess that's it. If you guys want to know more about the bike or have a specific question about this bike and size or anything, let me know in the comments. Have a great day.